Now you see, you got rid of some storylines, and then you had to come this episode and create new ones and bring in new characters. Slow the hell down, and things will be fine. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Empire episode 6, season 5. Like I said, slow the hell down, and we won't have to keep here we are throwing characters in and pulling other ones. It's like, wait a minute, hold, whoa. And that's how I was on this episode. I'm like, here we go. Okay, but I'm back here with a review. But again, we pulled an old character. I had to think for a minute. I had to sit there and think, well, who the fuck is this? And I was like, oh shit, Maya. Okay, cool. I remember who she is. And then you threw some new people in here. There's this whole thing. Now they got the company. They got the company. And they got to get some acts in. Cool. Now those are the types of things that I'm down with. Come on. Fact, because that goes along with the storyline. So Cookie and Lucius make this bet. They're like, listen, whoever gets the first new act on the label, that's who will be on top. I said, oh, well, my, okay, good evening. Ciao. Why do I get the feeling that Cookie be on top a lot of times, Lucius? Anyway, moving on. So Cookie decided to go the old route. She's going to do a whole talent search thing. She went the whole, old P. Diddy making the band route. And it was cool because she ran a little thing and what actually came out of it. And I want to see if they're going to do something with it. Sharonda, well, her real name is Sharonda, but Portia's cousin was in the line. He's a rapper. And she was like, okay. And she kind of was like doing like the hype man. Well, she thought she was doing the hype man part for her cousin, but she was getting down. And y'all know she actually raps in real life. And she was flowing and just jamming. And Cookie was looking at her like, I didn't know you could do all that, Portia. And her cousin was just okay. He wasn't all that. So I was like, okay. So I would love to see. And I've been waiting literally from season 1, waiting to see if they were going to put that in there and let her stretch. Let her character stretch, as well as get her other part of her career moving as well. So I would love to actually see that. And Lee believes in all that. Lee believes in taking advantage of all of your talents. So I got my fingers crossed for Sharonda that maybe she can get something going with her music career as well. I would love to see that happen. So I was down with that. So then I was screaming, Portia, yeah, bitch, because she was jamming. She was jamming. Her cousin was just all right. I was like, okay, but Portia was getting it. She was getting it. I would love to see her be part of Empire. Well, not Empire, but the Lions company. So that all was going on. Lucius, he's going after this guy who named Carlito. So he ended up going directly after Carlito's manager, who goes to this real high stakes poker game. And Lucius had a whole plan. He's going to go play poker. He had to sell this painting that he actually bought Cookie as a wedding gift. Sold the painting, had a deal with the guy that the guy would just hold it. He wouldn't sell it, until Lucius get, right away. He would give Lucius time to get the money back to him and everything. So Lucius goes down. Naturally, he goes down, got a plan, does what he does. He goes in there, he's winning and all of that. He basically gets down to this final bet, and he has Carlito's manager. He's like, well, you know what? Why don't you throw Carlito in? You know what I mean? Because he was trying to borrow more money, and they had already had him picked out because he always loses. He just ain't good at it. He loses and he borrows big money. They wouldn't lend him any money because he was at his limit. They wouldn't lend him anymore. And he said, well, why don't you throw Carlito in there? And he threw him in, and Lucius beat him. And then the place was raided. Lucius had to set that up, child. So he had all the money, all the goddamn money, and he had Carlito, and he was able to get the painting back. Now, in the midst of all of that, there was a guy there named Damian Cross. He's a new guy. This was this new character that they brought in. And he wouldn't actually say exactly what it was that he did, but Lucius actually kind of won him over because he sounded like he does something crooked. You know, Lucius likes crooked. So when the raid went down, Lucius yanked Damian Cross up and helped him get out the building. Meanwhile, they wasn't never going to bother Lucius because Lucius hired the people anyway. So that's how all that went. So he wins all the way around. He got Carlito. He got the money from the game. Just a damn crook. And he won over a new raggedy ass sidekick. Okay? Hold on to that. So we do all that. Now over at Empire, baby, Kingsley is just spiraling. Kingsley got a whole lot of shit on his plate. Something's going on with Kingsley. He got some personal shit. He got this picture in this box. Something's going on with that picture that got him not thinking straight. And because he's like, you know, he's rich and he's stupid. He's over there squeezing his star and making his hand bleed. And he just keeps fucking with Giselle. And Giselle, child, that damn Giselle is walking around there like a rich widow, baby. That bitch be clean. I said, Miss Nicole Ari Parker, you had better, bitch, be walking around here on the set of Empire being so fucking clean. I ain't seen Nicole Ari Parker this clean since she played Terry on Soul Food on Showtime, because I loved her ass on there. It was when I first got down with her, and I just love her. She is so clean. She is such a bitch. And I love her in this character. I really do. But she's getting it. And she's down in there, and that damn Kingsley won't leave her alone. Now they bring back another old ass character. Remember the girl group? They were an old trio. Three black girls. Yeah, it's TBG, not TBC. It's either three black girls or three black chicks. But they brought them back, and they are actually making money. They're making money. They look really good. They still sound good. Tisha Campbell is actually the lead of the group. And here it is. Giselle is like vibing with them and living for them. The fact that they're attached to Giselle, Kingsley is pissed, and he's doing everything to spite Giselle. So he's dropping them. That's his whole thing. He's going to drop them. He don't want to hear nothing she got to say. He don't want to hear nothing. He's like, they're old. Don't nobody want nothing old. We want something new. This, that, and the other. Just going to drop them because they're a group that Lucius built. He built them and he made them. He wants to just erase it like it didn't happen. You know, just goofy and young and stupid and just, you know, hateful and just going against, just stupid. And I'm like, okay, so Giselle ended up getting drunk and actually told them what was going on. And so they were pissed. They were completely pissed. Last thing we saw with them, baby, the three of them and Giselle went over to Lucius and Corky's house to meet with them. And last we saw them at the end of the program, they were sitting down, man, to have a talk. I said, oh, what's getting ready to go on? Giselle's getting ready to sidestep Kingsley. I can't wait to see what's going to come of that. This is the type of shit that worked for me. This is the type of stuff that I loved, you know, in the beginning of Empire. That stuff like that right there, that little poker thing, that's so corny. But this shit right here, that shit between Kingsley and Giselle and how she doubled back and now she going back to Cookie and Lucius. This is the stuff right here. This is the piece of the writing that made me love Empire. So more of this, less of the bullshit. Over here with Becky and Jamal and their little thing back and forth. Becky's being a little jealous of the time that Jamal is spending with Kai. So they found they had spent the day together, and Jamal then stole Becky's damn edibles and then got hired and Cooter Brown, child. And they ended up telling her that they got engaged and all of that. She was pissed. She was totally pissed. I can't believe you got engaged without telling me. And then told Kai, if you had died and never showed back up, I wouldn't have felt bad about it. Not at all. But now I feel I'm cool. I like you now. So everything got all cleared up. I was like, they're so silly. They stretched it out a bit long for me, but it was cute. I've always thought that Jamal's relationship with Becky was very, very cute. That's his little gay. She's his pocket. Well, I guess she's his pocket straight. She's his fag hag, and he's her pocket gay. So their little relationship is cute. They really love each other, the two of them. I like their relationship. So we got all of that, and it got straight now. So where I said about this other, I'm gonna get to Maya in a minute. Her fucking stupid, her fuck ass. Let's do it now. Maya is the daughter of Pound Cake, and I had almost forgot all about her. Well, I had forgotten about her. Maya's foster mother reached out to Cookie because Maya was kind of just like being weird, not doing like she usually does. Here she done took up with this little white guy, cute little white guy, but he's just too down. Cookie's like, he's but too down for the little white boy who claims who he is. He's talking about he got a trust fund and all this shit. He had no damn trust fund. He was a damn drug dealer. Had Maya's stupid ass running his drugs and she don't even realize what she doing. Until she got picked up and Cookie had to come get her out of jail. So Cookie breaks up the spot, tells him, now this is what we're not going to do. You know, you done lied about who you are, which I knew you was lying, and all of that. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to do that. So she coming to help her make an escape from him. You know what I mean? And I changed my mind. I said, I ain't in the mood for this with Maya. I ain't even feeling with her. She got on my nerves. She got on my nerves before Pound Cake died. So I'm about sick of Maya already. Just so you know. So we ain't got to stretch her shit out because she on my nerves. All in love and stupid as hell. Anyway, okay. You knew who it. There's only two people I left out I ain't talked about. Hakeem and Andre. So Hakeem is going through it. He's going through his little thing. He's pretty depressed. And then Andre and him actually end up finally having this conversation that they need to have. Andre tells him, you need some help to deal with what you got going on. Because you got some PTSD going on. You got some depression going on. You got some anger issues going on. And you need to go talk to somebody. He told him just as good, that motherfucker, you the one crazy. You already got that. You got the corner on the market for the crazy brother. That ain't me, dude. I'm one of the talented brothers. You're the one without the talent and the crazy. That's you. I said, oh, you're going to get your ass whooped. I said, because that's the other part that you didn't figure. He's the killer too, bitch. He's the killer. So watch it. Tread lightly, honey. Tread lightly. And Andre didn't fly off the handle. He told him, I understand. I know you're very angry with me over Anika's death, but you need to understand that I was very angry as well over Rhonda's death. And I get very angry when you negate the fact like Rhonda never existed or my baby never existed. See, my baby would be 5 years old, whereas you have your baby. And as long as you live and I live and Bella lives, I'm going to do everything in my power to make up for the fact that Anika's gone and I had something to do with that. I'm going to do my best to make up for that and shower you all with as much love as I have. But ain't no hope for me, see, because my 5-year-old never even got the chance to exist. All about that stinking bitch you mad at me about. I said, come on, Andre. Come on, Andre. And it is. I understood Hakeem and where he was, but I don't think he was even putting any thought into that that bitch deserved to die. Like, she was out of order. It just so happened that she was Bella's mother, but fuck her. She ain't no better than Andre. She wasn't no better than Rhonda. Bitch had to go. Flat out. Again, see, I like that kind of shit. All that right there, that's my Empire stuff. Love all that shit. But anyway, so that's what was actually going on in this episode. Very last thing, they keep doing these flashbacks to his funeral. This whole funeral thing. We still don't know who the funeral's for. But we see the FBI come in to talk to Lucius. And they got some pictures. Pictures of the new friend that he done made. That Damian Cross. And this is not a flashback. This is a flash forward, actually. There are pictures of that Damian Cross. Somewhere along the line, Cookie and Damian Cross got some type of dealings together. And Lucius had no idea that Damian Cross knew Cookie. So I think Lucius meeting Damian Cross, all of that was a setup. And one other thing we found out, the painting that Lucius had actually sold got pawned or whatever, got sold. And he was telling Thirsty, you get that painting back. Damian Cross has that painting. I said, oh, some shit's going to go down. So I'll meet y'all here next week. We still reviewing. We still hanging. I'll meet y'all here next week. Later.